So recently, Nagura put out a video and why she is struggling with trying to care about season 2. I don't know what she's gonna say. I'd love to hear it. You guys have your own input, but quite honestly, I want to hear it all down in the comments.
Hello everyone, my name is Nagura, and today I'm going to be talking about my current dilemma that I have with Season 2 Mythic Plus in the War Within. First of all, I'm not wearing glasses because I just did a real life stream and I only wore sunglasses, and I don't want to wear sunglasses recording this video, so it's just how it's going to be, okay?
She usually has glasses, everybody, if you didn't notice. And then I have caught her IRL streams. She does a lot of biking, which is cool as fuck. I wish I had the gear to go out there and take a walk around the block and show you everything, you know, in my area, which is, now that I think about it, let's not do that.
Don't let every comment be about the glasses thing, please. This is just what my face is without them. But yeah, so this video today, I wanted to talk about Season 2 Mythic Plus and my somewhat like dilemma with it. Let me explain. I personally am not as thrilled about playing in Plus than I usually am with a season that I really like.
Now if I understand correctly, she has been able to do some of the highest keys, world first, you know, been involved in all those things that you would consider elite 1% type of gameplay. Right? You guys know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. If you know World of Warcraft, you know these people like Preach, Max, Nagura, you know, Towley. Like, but wait, is Towley really at first? I don't think he is. But people like that, like people that are high in the content realm of World of Warcraft, have been doing these things forever. And she's one of these. She's also a caster. So she knows a lot about the game.
This is not supposed to be a video where I'm complaining about Season 2, because I actually really am enjoying the dungeons a lot, and I think the balance is good. I think everything about the season is...
I think the balance has been great. So for instance, I play Ret Pally, which is not meta. People want to say it's meta, but it really isn't. It's really A-B tier. But when you look at everything, and we can watch another video, when you look at everything that's going with the tier list, everything is doing fantastic with the exception of Augment and Survival Hunter. Everything else is doing fantastic as far as representation. Even Augmentation is being able to do 14 and 15 keys. So just to keep in mind that just because your class isn't meta doesn't mean that you're not viable. But there's another video that I watched earlier today that is letting you know that once you get to the very high keys, which could be your 16, 17, 18s, then you'll find where your lack of power or your lack of balance comes in. We could watch that one after.
Kind of good. Like, I can't really think of many things that I dislike. I think the meta isn't that bad. Overall, like, everyone kind of gets... Okay, there's clearly a meta, but it's not as bad as it usually is, I guess. The dungeon difficulty between the dungeons isn't as bad as it could be. There's a bunch of like really good things about it, and a lot of the dungeons that I thought I would hate, I actually don't. There's some dungeons I don't like doing as much as others, but overall, I don't mind doing any of the dungeons. So it's a huge win, in my opinion, for this current season. But I'm still in a situation where I kind of don't enjoy it as much anymore now as I would usually enjoy Mythic Plus if I like the dungeons as much as I am currently. And in addition, Moonkin is also really good. So technically I should be like thrilled to push my score. I should be thrilled to log on and like play every day. I guess I could technically just be in a situation where...
Look at that. She's doing a 15, bro. I mean, she's phenomenal. And I believe she plays either a healer druid or a balanced druid.
I'm just generally maybe not as thrilled to play World of Warcraft as I usually am. Like, maybe that's just it.
Looks like she's playing balance right now, yeah? Yeah, because the priest is healing. Okay.
Right, but I wanted to make this video to see if maybe there's people that feel similarly to myself. I just want to like see what the vibe is and maybe try and figure out why this is happening.
You know, I kind of wonder about the same thing. Since I stream, I have a community that we always like to try and need and run keys. And I partner with another guy, it's Croton Network. If you guys want to also go view him, he's somebody that goes during the day and I go in the evening. But what we always try and do is we always try to take care of the people in the community, of course, that need things for their vault. Now, it's been a little bit different here lately for me because I'm trying to do my 3K push to be validated and get my title back. But one of the things that I enjoy about it is that you guys are still always here. And my drive gives you inspiration to come see, can he do it? Will he do it? Will he fail? You could be hate watchers for all I care, but you just want to see what's going to happen, which is great content by all means. By all means. So one of the things that I appreciate is that we, as a community, we always take care of each other. How you doing, my love? So I'm excited, and this season is so much different and better than season one. Season one just seemed to be such a slog. I believe I got up to like 2870 in season one, and I try to keep up with like four alts at the same, 4 characters at the same time. It was a little bit rough, but one of the things that I enjoy is that the longer you take on your main, then you're letting all of your other things build up. So let's take, for instance, if you're just maintaining your main for the first 4 weeks, maybe even say the first 6 weeks, you're going to get charges for your catalyst. You're going to get rewarded for what do they call that? Make up for your fractured sparks. You'll learn hopefully by trying to gear up your main on the mistakes that you might have made with them and not do that for your alts, so they'll gear much faster.
Because usually in the past, if I would like a season as much as I did this season, then I would be super motivated to push my score. I would be motivated to log on. Of course, during the good affix weeks and not during the bad affix weeks, because we used to have that, right? And yeah, I was just like kind of more thrilled. Just to explain a little bit what happened in the War Within for me personally. So when the War Within came out, I hated M+. Like season 1 of M+.
That was well established. Nobody really, and you could see it by the numbers. So the numbers dropped off like like you were going off of a cliff.
It was not my thing. Like I really was not into it at all. I was enjoying Moonkin very much. Well, honestly, I couldn't really pinpoint one specific reason why I wasn't as into it. I was thinking, you know what, maybe it's because Moonkin isn't doing too well. Maybe it's because I don't like the dungeons, which I really didn't like. Maybe it's because of all of these other affix changes that we got with like the complete new affixes that don't go above 12. Maybe it was the switch between a +11 and a +12 being so big in season 1.
Yeah, so one of the things that they always talked about was the elevation between 11 and 12. So let's say you were able to get to your 11s. All right. You were able to do those and completely time those. You felt really, really good about your key. You felt really good about your team. If you were pugging, you felt fine about the experience and the difficulty. But then when you tried to go to 12s, it was just the difficulty level was scaled up way too high. There was like no gradual. This was a steep incline on your Mythic Plus experience, which is going to shed anyone who wanted to try and push very, like you'd say, nah, fuck that bullshit. Why do I want to waste my time? I'd rather go play another game. I'd rather go play some, classic. Just, you didn't want to go through that slog.
One, and maybe that's what the issue was. Maybe it was pugging. Maybe, like I couldn't really pinpoint what the reason was why I didn't like it as much. So I was thinking, you know what? I'm going to wait for season 2. see how I enjoy Mythic Plus then, and then I will form my opinion properly about like all of these and plus changes that we got in the War Within. But now that I am in season 2, there isn't really something that I can say that I don't like, but I'm still in this situation where I'm less motivated. So, and I also think that generally people are maybe a little bit less
We've been trying
motivated
to contact you regarding your car's extended warranty.
Oh, thank you, Ganja. I appreciate that. I ignore those calls, by the way. I ignore those calls. You never want to put them here. And one of the things that I also want to try and contribute to this is that, what do you guys think? Are you enjoying season 2 more than season 1? Are you finding yourself better? Like a better feeling at this patch than you do in season 1? I am. We have a great deal for you. I'm sure you do. But I'm truly trying to find out if you guys want this to be your gig. Like, are you enjoying the scaling? You guys, let me know. Let me know in the comments.
At least that's the vibe that I'm getting. It feels like there's less people playing overall, and it feels like that there's like less people watching and plus streamers on Twitch as well. Again, I don't really have like the statistics to back up my claim. This is just like a feeling that I have. So I'm not sure if you guys feel the same. If you think I'm completely wrong and people play more in Plus than ever, and
I believe we are. So in week 7, which is this week that we're going into, week 7, we are seeing some changes going on. I believe that we're seeing some improvements, some nerfs. So they're trying to still get the balance correct. They're also trying to make sure they quick fix and bug fix some of the dungeons. So I believe we're headed in the right direction.
Everything is amazing. Definitely let me know in the comments below as well. I might be completely delusional. I might just be kind of generalizing my thought process, and just because like I am not having just because I'm not as motivated, I feel like that the others aren't. You know, that could also be true. I might just be biased, and I might just be like projecting, I guess. But yeah, that's just kind of the vibe that I have. And I'm not sure why. I was thinking, you know what, maybe it's because I'm generally just less interested in WoW. Like, this is obviously, I thought...
Now, this is something that I think about too. Now, we're getting older. The player base is getting older. Like, if you played from the very beginning and you never let your subscription lapse, that means you've been playing for nearly 25 years. Or on your way to, right? Because we just had the 30-year anniversary. Wasn't it the 30-year anniversary? So it's kind of like eating chicken every week. You don't have to have it every day, but you're having chicken every week for 30 years. And you love chicken. There is nothing wrong with chicken. You have chicken legs, you got chicken thighs, you got chicken wings, you got breasts. Who doesn't love breasts? I don't know where I was going with that, but what I'm saying is that you love chicken. Now you're trying to eat this. If you're playing WoW, I'm going to try and make a joke, and it's going to fucking fail. Now, if you're playing WoW as much as I do, which is 6 days a week, and you're having a bunch of well, it could be 7 days a week, quite honestly. So if you're playing WoW for 7 days a week and all you're eating is chicken and you're on year 30, I'm pretty sure pretty soon you're going to want to go and have some fish. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. So it could be our what I'm saying, our taste. Our taste could be changing. And it could be something that's just definitely turning away. So like I saw my friend Neo, like I have him on Steam. He's playing Elder Scrolls Online. This motherfucker's been in WoW like all his life. He plays Monster Hunter, and he also was playing that Liberty and Throne and shit like that. This is a guy that has a lot of experience with different games. Diablo, you know, I've played different games. Final Fantasy 14, I've played BG3, I've played Black Myth Wukong. These are games now that we're trying out, and I really wonder if I wasn't streaming, would I be playing these games today? And the reason I keep coming back is because of you guys. I keep coming back for you. And the challenges, of course, that the game has.
Process that I was having. But I'm not. Like, every time I do play, I really do enjoy it.
Exactly.
So why am
Talk
I
to
not
me.
as motivated to push my score and to be super competitive? Then I was thinking maybe I do like the game, but I've gotten more casual. You know, maybe I just want to play more laid back and chill and play other games, do real.
You keep coming back for more chicken. It could be that. It's what it is. That fucking chicken. You miss it, and so you got to keep coming back. But maybe not as often. Maybe you swap up what you start eating. Maybe you start go get some. You go get some Long John Silvers. But then guess what? There's chicken there. Maybe you go and get some Mexican, but guess what? There's chicken there. These are all the different ways you can get chicken.
Live streams, maybe that. And that is true. I'm definitely in a situation where I do a lot of real life streams, which I really enjoy, which is like a new
Yeah. So this is one of the things, and I'm sorry to keep pausing. I am a pause Andy. So this is one of the things that I've really been enjoying. When I do get to see her, is like she does like to be out and touch fucking grass. And I get to see her environment. Like, look at that blue fucking sky. Who wouldn't want to be in that blue fucking sky right now? I'm telling. I have no idea what she's. Is that a fucking sled? Is she going sledding?
thing that I kind of found for myself that I like doing, and that's why I'm putting a lot of motivation and a lot of like energy into that.
Oh my God, she had a little girl in her arms. That's so fucking dangerous. She had a little girl in her arms. Oh no. You see, being old like I am, being fragile, I don't want to see things like that because I truly believe bad things are always going to happen.
I'm putting a lot of motivation and a lot of like energy into that part of my stream. So maybe that is like taking away a little bit from my motivation for Mythic Plus, right?
Could be,
That's
could be.
definitely a possibility.
Well, yeah, because we do karaoke here every Saturday, guys. Every Saturday, if you guys want to stop in and you want to sing some songs or hear us brutally tear up a song, we do karaoke. So like I'll play World of Warcraft for 6 days, but on that 7th day, I've got to let it out. I've got to sing. It's kind of like Kevin Bacon in Footloose when he's like, let's dance. But for me, it's let's sing.
Then I was thinking though, could it potentially have something to do with the affixes not changing from week to week in the hierarchies? Now don't get me wrong.
What do you mean? You have none in the hierarchies. They don't change. Like literally, when you get to 10, you have tyrannical and fortified, so they're not changing at all. It's going to be one of those things where, but I'm resilient 12 now. Go out and touch grass and get off the computer. Then you don't have to watch others having fun. But baby, people get killed out there. I don't want to go out there.
I know that a lot of people love the fact that the affixes don't change on high keys. A lot of people are really enjoying this. And I am not, like, it's not that I'm bothered by it. I also...
How you doing, Jen?
I'm in a situation where I think the fact that keys don't change every week gives you more opportunity to, like, progress and stuff. Like, I do think it's a good thing that they change this, or at least...
One of the things, I'm sorry, I'll rewind. But this is one thing you'll never fucking see me doing, chat. You will never see me buying one of those fucking walk-along treadmills and trying to play a game. That ain't happening. Fuck that.
The fact that keys don't change every week gives you more opportunity to, like, progress and stuff. Like, I do think it's a good thing that they changed this, or at least attempted this change. But I am wondering sometimes, the fact that every week is the same kind of like decreases my motivation to play at the moment.
Why would that be? Why? I mean, you guys let me know down in the chat. Does that do anything? You would fall over. Fuck you, Ganja. Quite honestly, I truly believe walk and talk. Okay. Okay. All right. You motherfuckers are coming in here with shots fired. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. What I'm trying to say is that having the same affixes never deters me. Doesn't burn me out. You take care of that shit. Like, back in the day, you guys know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. We all talked about getting rid of all the affixes and just making it hard, scale harder. So one of the things that we always talked about is kind of like what it is in a 12 and beyond. But I would even like to get rid of that Zealoteth's Guile, which is the 15 seconds per death. These affixes suck ass. Add time. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Let's do this, chat. Let's do this. Whenever you beat a boss without dying anybody in the party, it adds 5 seconds onto the timer. Go with that one. Now we're cooking.
Because I know that the season's still going to go on for quite a while, right? And I guess maybe in the back of my mind, it's like, okay, why push keys now when I can just push keys later in the season, when people have figured out strategies more, when people have more items, when people are just going to generally be able to do higher keys. Because in the past, when we had affix...
Whoa, Jen. Whoa. This is one of the top girls in the fucking world. You can't call her a whiny bee. You can't call her a whiny little bee. She's trying to find out why the game isn't hitting her the same way. I just did, though. Okay. God damn it. You're so toxic.
When there was a good affix week, you kind of had to push because you might not be able to get these high keys done again in the future, right? And there's like a lot of keys that you have to do. So
welcome back, Army. I don't care for her. Of course not, because she's pretty.
Unless you can play 24/7 during like the last affix week, then you might not be able to get the high score that you want. This thought.
One of the things that I learned about chat is that no woman likes another beautiful woman. Ever. Ever. You know why? They're intimidated and their fragile egos can't take it. Whereas men, I look at a beautiful man and I'm like, let's go, bro. Let's go. I didn't know she was beautiful, but I agree about the whiny part. Yeah, she knows how to talk. How you doing, Neo? Oh, she is pretty. There's no doubt there. This isn't about looks. What did you say?
Process is kind of gone now, right? Because we don't have affixes changing anymore. So maybe my motivation has lowered a little bit because of that, but I'm not sure.
Wait, I forgot. I was too busy looking at her. Why did her motivations lessen? I'm sorry.
It is possible, right? Because I think the thought process is true that trying to push keys at the moment is not going to be as valuable if you only care about rank 1 or you only care about like high score.
It's the voice. I do not like accents. Unless it's in English, like straight from fucking England, I don't like accents. I hate them.
Then it's going to be in like 2 months or 3 months from now, right? Because at the end of the season, we're going to have much more information about routes. We're going to have an established meta. We're going to have more items. We're going to do more damage. So in general, we're going to be able to do much higher keys at the end of the season than we do now. So it is.
Well, yeah. If you're going to try and do keys later on, you're going to be able to have the gear. So one of the things that fucking Blizzard has been doing to us is that we have these caps. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. I've been saying it since the beginning of the season. Like, chat, I'm fucking, like, today is Tuesday. I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. Today is Wednesday. Now, granted, I do stream, all right? But I'm also current on my character. Why do I say this? Because I'm going to show you that for the rest of my week, there's nothing else that I can get. Like, I can't level anything. I can't fucking, I can't, I'm capped on fucking everything. Currently sitting at 2974, going for 3K. All right. And quite honestly, I ran my last key today. IO is uncapped. IO is, but fuck. Why do you want to beat your head against the wall? Why do you want to beat your head against the wall when all you have to do is wait for next week, level everything up, and go from, I think I'm sitting at 668.8 to 670. You know, you could do that. So right now, look, I mean, this is me. You know, we're going to do heroic tonight. I'll be tanking, but these are all my keys. And then you go over here and you hit your currency, and these fucking guys are time gating you, bro. I'm locked. I'm locked. I'm locked. I'm locked. I'm locked. Everything is fucking done. So basically, the only thing I'm doing now is just stroking my dick and waiting for the next week to come. I mean, seriously, it's kind of fucked up. It is really kind of fucked up.
It's just going to be generally true that pushing keys at the moment is only going to be something you do for fun, but not necessarily for like rank 1 in mind, unless you want to get the practice now for later. Maybe that is slightly demotivating me. I'm not sure. Another reason I guess I was thinking is that maybe M+ was a little bit on the easier side.
Whoa. Now, shots fired. It was made the way that we thought it should be made. And this is the way to do it. If you want people to play the game, you want a good on-ramp. Because, you know, if you're doing delves, you're getting some good gear out of there. You want a good on-ramp for Mythic Plus. There was already a squish. I don't agree with this take.
Started the season, which can be a good thing and a bad thing, right? Because I was thinking maybe a lot of the people already like accomplished the score that they wanted to accomplish pretty early on in the season, and then they just kind of stopped, or their motivation for Mythic Plus dropped a little bit because they reached that point a little bit.
She's good. Oh, no. I mean, look at the key she's doing. She's doing a 13 workshop. I mean, that's not, you know what? She's probably, if she made this video, she probably was a week or maybe 2 behind as far as leveling up your gear. And if anybody knows these guys, they're elite. They get into a lot of keys easier than I do. They are capping faster than I am. Now, I can't see because she's only given me a dungeon finder, but I don't see her character sheet, so I can't tell you how many pieces of gear she's either gotten at tier. I can't tell you how many pieces she's crafted.
Earlier than they
She was doing a 15 earlier.
would usually do.
She's doing a meta class, Big Boys Friends. Is balance fucking meta, though? I don't think so. Well, if you want, we could watch another video after this one.
Because I do think that we can all agree that M+ was for sure a little bit easier at the start, like the first few weeks. So maybe that's also something that people are considering and maybe drops their motivation a little. I do want to say, though, that overall, like, this is not necessarily a bad thing. Like, it's not necessarily a bad thing that I am less motivated to play M+, and maybe potentially other people as well. Because I don't think that WoW is a game that you have to continuously be motivated to play.
Speaking of FOMO, back in the day, they used to have this thing called fear of missing out. So for those of you that never heard that term, fear of missing out is also abbreviated as FOMO. And one of the things that everyone has always said is if we don't continuously log in, then you're going to fall behind. But one of the things now that Blizzard has done is they've heard what we've been saying, which is respect our time, which is something they are kind of going with. Remove the caps, get rid of the RNG, and that'll be perfect. But you definitely want to try and make sure that everyone's coming back. And how do you do that? What would be the solve for that? The solution?
Like, I feel like in the past, I had this mindset that if I'm not motivated to...
They're really good. So the whole thing, my love, everybody wants to get the 3K. I want to get the 3K. You know why? Because I get an achievement. I also get a mount. I get a title. And then if I want to continue on, that is up to each and every player to try and do that.
Play WoW at the moment, then the
Because not everybody gets there.
game sucks. Like in my mind, I was like,
You don't get a title for 3K. You get a mount. I think you do get a title. I think it was like Keystone Legend. Double check that, Jen. I believe you get a title.
oh, this patch must be really bad because I don't enjoy playing it at the moment, right? But I kind of changed my opinion on that a little now because I don't think WoW needs to be a game that I have to play all of the time. Like, isn't it quote unquote better that I am enjoying it in certain times and then enjoying it less in other times? Because that time where I enjoy the game a little bit less, I can use that time to play other games and to do other things.
And that's one of the things that they said they wanted to do with World of Warcraft is they didn't want you to have that FOMO. They wanted you to be able to, they were kind of trying to take the whole, God damn it, the word escapes me, but they wanted to take the form that Final Fantasy 14 had when Yoshi P said, we don't need you to play all the time. You could go play other games and then come back. So I think they're kind of doing a lot with that because they saw how many people during the purge of Shadowlands, they saw how many people went over to Final Fantasy 14 and never came back.
So I don't have this feeling of missing out, right? This FOMO. Because when there's a season of M+, or generally just a patch, that I really enjoy, and in addition, I have this motivation and this like drive.
No, you don't, if you can't do at least 4 to 5 13s, you will not get 3K. Meaning you need the rest at 12s as well, which I have all my 12s and I got 2 13s.
To continue to play and constantly get better and constantly like farm this thing and strive towards some score, strive towards something, then I always feel like I have to play. I'm obviously also enjoying it. It's not that I'm wasting my time because I am.
And she also gets paid for playing. So let's keep that in mind too.
Enjoying it, but I still like always have the drive to play, and then the next patch comes out and then I have to play that again, and then it continues like that, and I never really have an off time where I feel like I can't, like where I feel like it's fine to not play. So now I'm thinking maybe this is like the state that I actually want to be in. So maybe this isn't even a dilemma. Maybe this is great. Maybe the fact that I enjoyed playing the patch at the start when it came out, because I really did, right? I enjoyed the first like 2-3 weeks when it came out. Maybe now that my motivation has gone down a little bit, maybe this is the time where I just focus on other games, do some other stuff. And then at the end of the season, maybe my motivation comes back for me to push for a score. And then I can get that rank 1 title that I'm potentially maybe striving for at the end. And then the next patch comes out and I'm going to be able to play the new patch again and enjoy that one. So maybe this is...
How you doing? Excellent. Yeah, it could be that too. It could be just a total video about opinion, or it could be, a video about how do you feel about season 2? Are you enjoying it? Are you feeling the same thing that I am? Kind of looking, like you said, for that validation. Is she wrong for feeling that way? One of the things, she's young. She's out there touching grass and playing other games. Maybe so you guys might know who Preaches, Mike. He did this when he left the World of Warcraft. He found so much more. And for him, it was like the door opened up and he was able to play other games. You see, myself, I would love to do that. And I've tried that with this stream, but unsuccessfully came back to World of Warcraft. I'm not saying that I didn't want to, but I don't know that I want to build my whole following on World of Warcraft. I love it. I like playing it. I get aggravated with it. I bitch about it, but I definitely don't like eating chicken 7 days a week.
It's like kind of a cycle that I want to have. Maybe this isn't even a bad thing. So I don't know. Like, I hope this video does make sense. I hope my thoughts are making sense to you as well. But yeah, I would love to hear your opinions, see what you think about the Current and Plus season. If you're like maybe in a similar boat as I am, where the motivation kind of went down a little bit. And if it
I'm more motivated,
if you
baby.
are in a
I'm
similar
more
boat,
motivated than
maybe
ever,
also
baby.
let me
Let's
know
go.
why you think that is, or if this is something that happens to you all of the time. If somebody thinks they know why I am enjoying it less, definitely let me know as well in the comments below. If you can like,
Because you went outside and touched grass. Because you went outside, touched grass, and now you're seeing that you don't have to waste your life indoors.
Obviously, it's TGP coming up, and I'm always excited to cast TGP. I also am really excited about the Race to the World First every single time, even though I'm not rating myself. And honestly, I'm not missing Mythic rating at all. Like, I really am not. Like, the schedule freedom that I have now that I'm not Mythic rating anymore, I love it. I still enjoy the game very, very much. And whenever I do play, I have a good time. But the fact that I don't have this like set schedule that I have to show up on is great for me. But I still like following the high end.
It could be exactly that. She could be burnt out. You know, she's been playing for a very long time.
I obviously also love watching MDI and TGP overall, so this is not going to take away from my casting by any means, just to make that clear. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're still excited about TGP.
You guys, yeah, exactly. Let me know down in the comments. Are you getting burnt out? Like, I had people in one of my my streams, or not my streams, in one of my videos say, you know what, I'm so fucking done. I'm done. I can't get accepted. I'm playing nothing but Q simulation.
I would love to hear your thoughts about this. And honestly, I'm a little bit selfish about making this video because I just want you guys to tell me why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. Like, I want people to watch this and be like, oh my God, is she stupid? Like, clearly this is why she's feeling that way. And then like, let me know in the comments. But yeah, sorry about this whole like random thought video that I'm making. But let me know what do you think, and let me know your opinions as well. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a nice rest of your day. And
you too.
You can always catch me on stream over at twitch.tv/Nagura. Make sure you sub to the channel if you want more.
There you have it, everybody. There you have it. I wouldn't be surprised if the lack of motivation comes from the season being more accessible. That's the bridge between the top brass and the typical Twitch viewer is getting smaller. I don't believe you. I don't necessarily agree. Not to say that I don't believe you, because for some reason, and it could be vast numbers, I see a lot of streamers getting more and more views. I see more streamers getting more and more views, and I'm kind of curious if that's just because we're all getting better looking. We all are starting to understand the game that we're playing. We're all trying to communicate with the viewers. We're all expressing our desires when it comes to the keys and what we see in the keys. I don't know. What I do know is that the count is going up. So when you say that you think less people are really involved, I don't necessarily agree. But if you enjoy the content, like, subscribe, comment. Look, come and see my chat. They're always fucking amazing. Amazing. I don't think that's true at all. There are a lot of people that can't even do 10s, and the best players right now are doing 18s as of right. Yep. Yeah. There's a huge gap between those levels. There is. There's some people that also want to just do 10s just to get their mythic track gear. Just to get their mythic track gear. They don't care about anything else. So anyways, let me know everything that you guys think down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Good day.